Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a zombie bite. I will be showing you how to do so on my wrist. First off, I'm using the creamy yellow from my Kryolan Colour Wheel palette and spreading it all over the area we're going to create the bite. So I am using a sponge here, however you can use a makeup brush, your fingers, a paintbrush or whatever you feel comfortable with, and we're just going to spread it out until we're happy with the base. So now I'm going to be starting the bruising. So first of all, I want to take my yellow from MAC Cosmetics. Using my MAC Cosmetics fluffy brush, I'm going to be building it up more in certain areas and blending it out all over. Continuing to create the bruise, I'm going to be following the exact same steps, however this time I'm going to be using the green from the Kryolan Colour Wheel palette. Again, I'm going to be building it up in certain areas more than others, but I will be spreading it around the wrist. So just keep going back over it until you are happy. You will notice throughout the video that I do keep going back over certain areas. This is just to keep some of the colours nice and strong. I'm now taking the blue from the Kryolan Colour Wheel palette and I'm just really building it up in certain areas using my fluffy brush. I am going to be trying to create a mottled look, so you will notice that I'm starting to create little circles on the skin. Now you should start to see the circles appearing. This is what I meant by the mottled look. Using another fluffy brush, I am taking the light purple from the Kryolan Colour Wheel palette, and as you can see I am adding it around the green areas, the green and blue areas, and I'm going to be building this up to continue the bruise. This is where I start to look like a Zap, which by the way is the best ice pop in the world. So now we're going to begin the bite marks. So using my Ben Nye Scar Wax, I'm going to roll it up and warm it in my hands. So we're looking to create a worm shape. This is so we can move the wax into a curve. Then using my spatula, I am blending in the edges. This is super fiddly, so use whatever you feel comfortable with. I find with my fingers they're a little bit too hot, so it tends to stick to me, but please use whatever you like. So guys, do repeat this on both sides of the worm until you are happy. You'll notice that I do tend to use my fingers to smooth out some of the edges, but this is so fiddly, so do take your time with it. It probably would feel less khaki handed if I wasn't trying to film and get it in all the right angles, but as you do. So now I am following the exact same steps to create the bottom teeth, however this time I am using a smaller amount of wax as I want the bottom teeth to be slightly smaller. Next, we are going to be creating teeth marks. So using the end of my spatula, I'm going to be digging down to create the individual teeth. This is really easy and so effective. Again, repeating this on the lower teeth. However, this time I am going to be using the point of the spatula to make them ever so slightly smaller. I love it, it's so creepy. Okay, so using another fluffy brush, I am taking the dark purple from the Krylon colour wheel and I'm going to be popping it on the actual teeth marks. This is to create more bruising and damaging. Now I'm going to be adding the dark blue from the Krylon colour wheel palette over some of the purple to really deepen and darken the areas. As you can see, I'm trying to keep it in a mouth shape. However, I do want the bruising to be outside of that also. Using the green again, I'm just going back over the areas just to really strengthen them as I feel like they've started to fade. Once we are happy with the bruising, we are now going to create the veins. So using a thin brush and the dark purple, you want to create thin wriggly lines going in all different directions. This is to make it look like the infection is travelling up the arms and into the blood. Using my finger, I am just going to soften the line so it looks like it is under the skin and not sat on top. Ooh, I love it! Now for the best part, we're going to be adding the blood and gore. So I'm using my HD Krylon blood and I'm just going to pop it into the teeth marks. And again, you just want to repeat the steps onto the bottom teeth. Add as much blood as you want, but we are going to be adding some more gore. I'm sure you can guess what it is. Yes, I am sure you guessed it. Krylon wound filler, my absolute favourite. So I'm just going to be adding this into the teeth marks as well, just to make it look more ooey and more fresh. And lastly, we are just going to splatter the HD blood all over the wound. This is just going to make it look more real and fresh. And there you have it, guys, my finished zombie look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Mwah!